Mom, good. You're here. I actually wanted to have a word with you. Mia was very difficult during lunch today. Braxton just wanted to try a bit of her food, but she refused to give him any and made him cry. I've already had a talk with Mia about it. You should teach her at home that being selfish isn't a good trait. I couldn't believe my ears. My daughter's food was stolen, and she was the one being blamed? Mrs. Higgins, the lunch I pack belongs to my daughter. Why should she have to give it to anyone? Is this how you teach your students? My voice was loud enough that the other parents started looking over. Mrs. Higgins looked embarrassed, and her tone turned sharp. How can you speak to me like that? It's normal for kids to share food. Besides, Braxton's mom reached out to you yesterday. Even if you didn't want to make more, what's the harm in Braxton having a few bites today? You really don't have any sense of community, do you? I was shaking with anger as I pointed at her. Don't you dare talk to me about community. My daughter has specialized allergy-safe meals. You let a boy steal her food and then call her selfish? I'm telling you now, this isn't over. I picked Mia up and walked out without looking back. Back home, I made her a fresh meal. Watching her eat like she hadn't seen food in days made tears prick my eyes. I opened the group chat and tagged both Braxton's mom and the teacher. I want a full explanation for what happened at lunch today. Since when is stealing okay? I'll be at the school tomorrow morning. If my daughter doesn't get an apology, I'm taking this further. Braxton's mom replied almost instantly. Oh, look who's playing the victim now. My Braxton eating your daughter's food is a compliment. Don't be so ungrateful. See you tomorrow then. You think I'm scared of you? The parent group was buzzing that night. After her arrogant reply, Brenda, Braxton's mom, started attacking my character in front of everyone. Everyone, look at this woman. She probably couldn't keep a husband because of her nasty attitude. No wonder she's a struggling single mom. My Braxton was just being nice. He felt sorry for her daughter and wanted to be friends. That's why he tried her food. And she has the nerve to scream in the group. Kids from broken homes like that are always unstable. We should probably keep our children away from Mia so they don't get influenced. A few parents who usually sucked up to Brenda immediately joined in. Exactly. She acts so high and mighty, like her food is made of gold. Single-parent kids are always so selfish. Mrs. Higgins was right to call her out. Brenda, don't waste your breath. Your husband is a high-level exec at a huge firm. There's no point arguing with someone from the bottom of the ladder. I watched the screen, disgusted by their comments. My fingers flew across the keyboard. Bottom of the ladder? Executive husband? Is that why you think you can just take whatever you want? Since you think theft is justified, let's settle this face-to-face tomorrow. We'll see who really doesn't belong at this school. I logged out of the app immediately. My blood was boiling, but I forced myself to stay calm. Brenda acted like she owned the place just because her husband had a title. Even the teachers were kissing her ass. She really thought her little background made her untouchable. I stepped onto the balcony and called my assistant. Get me the surveillance access for the preschool tomorrow. Also, find out everything about Robert Vance, the husband of a woman named Brenda. I want everything, every detail. Let's see what cards they're really holding. I took a deep breath. I had always kept a low profile to give Mia a normal childhood. I even sent my driver to the orientation meetings. It turns out my restraint was taken as a sign of weakness. If they wanted to step on me, I'd make sure they felt the ground vanish beneath them. The next morning, I arrived at the school with Mia. I didn't go to the classroom. I went straight to the principal's office. I wanted the footage pulled so I could see exactly what happened the day before. On the way there, Mia tugged at my hand. Mommy, I left my sketchbook in the classroom. Can I go get it? I nodded and let her go while I waited in the hallway. Less than 2 minutes later, a piercing scream came from the classroom. It was Mia. My heart stopped. I sprinted toward the room. When I reached the door, the scene I saw made me see red. Mia was on the floor, her face pale and covered in tears. Braxton, that chubby little bully, was ripping her sketchbook to shreds, mocking her as he did it. But that wasn't the worst part.